This is a workout that you can follow if you have any blood pressure medication, cardiac considerations, or if you're beyond your cardiac rehabilitation and you're looking to progress your exercise to the next level from home. So we're going to start by getting warmed up, just walking on the spot to begin with, keeping your posture nice and tall and just marching on the spot, like so. All the time when we're going through the workout, we want to think about nice even breathing, so breathing in through our nose as much as we can, and then out through the mouth as we go. Try and get your shoulders moving a little bit, so just roll your shoulders back around your neck, loosening off any tension in the upper back. And we're going to go from here into some side steps. So we're just going to walk sideways, but keeping our head forward, not twisting our hips, stepping over to the left and then back to the right. And we'll bring a bit of an arm swing into it just to get that heart rate up a little bit more and our upper body nice and warm. Excellent, and come back to the middle. We're going to go back into a march. So we're bringing our arms into it a little bit more now, getting a little bit more of an arm swing, keeping our knees up nice and high as we march on the spot. We're going to bring our arms out to the side and we're going to bring our arms round in circles, so starting to warm up those shoulder muscles as well while we're lifting those knees up. And then back in the other direction. And relax there. And just to warm up the calf muscles, we're going to put one hand on something that we can balance on, and then you're lifting up onto your toes. So lift those heels up and down, up and down. Excellent. We're going to keep that heart rate nice and high. So we want to keep bringing the knees up and keep the workout as aerobic as possible. So you should feel that your breathing is starting to increase. As we go into our first exercise, make sure you've got some water if you need some. Feel free to grab a bottle or a glass if you need at this stage. And then we're going to go into our first exercise, which is going to be our crab walks. Our crab walks are where we're going to squat down, so bring our hips back and down, bending forward, and then we're taking little steps, moving across the room while keeping in that squat position. So using your leg muscles all the time. So go to one side of the room and then back to the other. And try not to stand up tall as you're doing it. You want to keep that nice squat down position, keep the tension on your legs. And we're using the muscles not only in your thighs, which should be burning, but also the side of the bum. So the glute medius muscle, which helps to control the hips and also helps to stabilize the knees. And relax there. Come back to walking on the spot for me. And you can hear from my breathing that certainly my breathing rate has increased, working a bit harder, getting a bit warmer, which is good. And we're just going to have a little bit of recovery, just walking on the spot. Next one we're going to do is going to be bringing your knee across to your opposite elbow. So once we've had this bit of recovery here, we're going to go into our next exercise. So we're going to go elbow to knee, and we're using our core muscles to keep us stable here as we go across the body. Elbow to knee, all the way. Breathing into it. And you can go as fast as you like, so to make it harder, bring the knees up a little bit higher and go a little bit faster. And we're going to cross the body. Five more seconds. And relax there and go back to walking on the spot. Just like that. Excellent, doing well so far. And our next exercise is going to be squats. So if you need something to hold on to for a little bit of balance or as a guide, then feel free to grab something. But if not, we're just going to squat down. So arms across the chest, and we're going to go feet shoulder width apart, bending down and pushing up nice and strong, up and down. Let's see if we can do 10 of these. Try and see if you can get your bum as low as your knees if you can. Using your leg muscles, not your back for this one. Not letting those knees come past the toes if possible. Back into a walk. Doing well so far. Should be feeling nice and warm now, coming up to 6 minutes into the workout. Just roll the shoulders off any tension that we might be feeling in there. Loosening the shoulders. And we're going to go into our next exercise. This is going to be a power march. So, nice high knees. Swing those arms for me. Bring those knees up as fast and as high as you can. Let's really get these legs and arms working now. Nice and high. High as you can and fast as you can with those knees. You can do about 10 more seconds of this, so just keep working through this one. Nearly there. And relax, going back into a walk for me. And just walking out, walking back and forward now, just as we relax into this one. You certainly should be feeling quite a lot warmer, that you're doing some good work here as well. Keep going. Okay, the next one we're going to give our lower body a little bit of a break. We're going to do some press-ups. Now, you can choose the surface that you do these against. So you can either do them against the wall, for example, or you can go against something like this, which is a little bit lower, or you can even come down to the floor, do it against a chair, for example, or actually onto the floor itself and doing some press-ups. So we're going to do 10 of these if we can. So just modify it to what you're able to do. You may find that doing a press up against a surface like this is a little bit easier, where you bring your chest down towards it and pushing up, but I'm going to demonstrate just down on the floor for today. So when we're ready, hands shoulder width apart, bring our chest down and push up. And we're going to do 10 of these if we can. Breathe through the whole time. And then keep that body moving. Catching your breath, just keeping the feet moving the whole time. Working nice and hard. Yeah, well done. Hopefully you can feel that that was helping the shoulder muscles, the chest muscles, and the triceps on the back of the arm. Keeping the feet moving. Before we go into our next one. Now the next one, we're going to modify depending on how fit you are and what you're able to do. If you are able to do a sort of a jog on the spot, then that's what we'll try and aim for. But if not, you're just going to do your marching again, okay? So if you can't quite jog on the spot like this, see if you can march for me, okay? So we're going to go into that one now. So here we go. Now, the fitter you are, the harder you can push. Now, I don't want you feeling really out of breath, but just bringing those knees up and trying to get a little bit of a jog, keeping our posture nice and tall the whole way. Moving those legs and getting those arms moving as well. Keep nice and tall. Keep that breathing nice and even, nice and smooth. We want this to feel about 7 out of 10. And keeping that going. Excellent. And we're going to go back into a walk. Just there. So catching our breath, bringing the intensity back down a little bit. Breathing through, catching the breath a little bit. Even just a small amount of time like this is enough for it to have a good aerobic benefit in terms of getting that heart rate up, working the different systems in the body, waking you up, giving you that bit of an energy boost as well. So you've done very well here with this. And we're going to do one more before we go into our cool down. So we're going to go into squats and side lifts. So what it's going to look like: arms across the chest, bend down, stand up. Then we're going to kick one leg out to the side, back down, other side, down. Down with a squat, up, out to the side, out to the side, and then back down. Now, if you need something to hold on to for balance, just grab a surface when you do your side kicks out to the sides and back down again. Out and out. So we're using our thigh muscles and our glutes as we go up and down here, and then the muscles on the outside of the hip as we go up and down. And again. Working hard here. Last intense exercise of this circuit. Breathe as you go. And relax there. Just going back into a walk on the spot for me. Keeping those feet moving. And catching your breath. Do some stretches now, so we bring our arms forward and out across the body, just to loosen off those shoulders, relaxing into that. And then while we're keeping our feet moving side to side, bring our elbows back as we put our hands on our low back, moving side to side, keeping the posture nice and tall, expanding the chest. And keeping those feet moving. You should feel like now you're noticing your breathing rate's reducing, your heart rate's coming back down again as we start to cool down and the intensity drops. We're going to do another stretch now. This time I'm going to bring a hand on the back of the head like this, back behind the head, sorry, for this, like this for me. Put one hand on the elbow and pull down on the elbow to stretch the tricep, the muscles in the back of the arm. Once you've done one side, we'll use the other side, so hand on the back, and then pull down on the back of that elbow to get a good stretch down the back of the arm. And relax there. Reach down one side, and then the other to give your back a bit of a stretch. Very good. And then if we can, the last one we're going to do, we're going to stick one leg up onto a higher surface like this. Make sure you've got something to balance with if you need, and then see if you can reach down towards your toes on that leg to stretch the back of your leg there. Back to the middle, and then we'll go out to the other side. Reach down towards your toes, stretching down. Breathing into it and relaxing there. All good. So well done for your workout. Have some water. If you are for any reason feeling dizzy or lightheaded or just a bit more tired than usual, just make sure you give yourself plenty of time to recover. What I'd always say is just make sure you're having plenty of water and have a seat and try and stay upright, but keep those feet moving as well if you can, because what you can do then is pump the blood back up towards the heart rather than all the blood just pooling in your legs and the lower legs there. Okay, hope you enjoyed this workout, and if you've got any questions or you'd like any more advice around what you can do to make this harder or easier, then please feel free to reach out.